Well, this is the first intro worldwide, I guess, whatever they call this. Uh, just to let everybody know what's really going on, and a short breakdown. Fill fill everybody in, whoever that everybody is. So, uh, my name is Michael Zone. Uh, I was born and raised here in Melbourne, Palm Bay, Florida area. Uh, I don't even know what to say about this area, honestly, in regard to this area and other areas that I've seen. I don't know how you get all these types of people in one area, like economically. Okay. Brevard County, slow. How does one whole county get like that? Titusville, terrible. Anyways, uh, I lived a life wondering, like, what the hell was going on? Like, I thought they said something about freedom when I was in school. They just said something about it. They didn't teach anything. It just like float, float, or flew across the classroom. Law, that never even was a thing in the classroom. I don't know where everybody learned all this law, but so, anyways, my main thing has always been just leave me alone. I don't bother you, don't bother me. That's always been my main objective. You know, just not to say that I haven't done things that I should have, but my nature is just that, and that's what I strive to find. It's hard, or almost impossible to be found in this world. United States, you can't sit in your own house and be left alone. It's, I don't know why people think they so safe in their own house and they come breaking your house talking about, oh yeah, it's the wrong house, but you don't look around anyways, and you just dog you out and then go back down the street to where they knew they were supposed to be at in the first place and not even say sorry. That's just where we live at. You're not safe in your own home. They come kill you, look through your window, shoot through your window, and they in your yard, they shoot through your window because you got a gun because they looking through your window and they kill you. This is the world, the country that y'all have. Anyways, so uh, 2007 went to prison, fake drug laws, of course. And that's went to trial, facing a life sentence, knowing that. And this is when I really found out what was going on when that whole situation went down with the federal, this thing they call federal government. What the fuck? Excuse my language. Anyways, so break that situation down. Threaten me with a life sentence. This is how they get down. This is how y'all get down. Life sentence. If you go to trial, you go to trial. We're gonna give you a life sentence. Man, what? You just what? So I don't have the right to go to trial. So how can you say that You gonna give me a life sentence if I go to trial? Well, I ain't killed nobody. I ain't did nothing to nobody. You talking about I can spend it with, okay, and this all premised upon what? Oh, just me going to trial. He said, no, it's the law. No, it is me going to trial because if I don't go to trial, I don't get the life. I have no chance of getting the life. So it is based upon me going to trial. We trying to take my right to trial by jury away by these ridiculous, oh, you call these legal, lawful sentences, life sentence, non-violent drug offenses, no violence in the record, no violence nowhere, no guns nowhere, no nothing. Just, oh, well, you had this, we don't like it. We want to put you under the jailhouse. So, and then as opposed to the 10 years, so I went from taking the deal, life, 10 years, bouncing back and forth in between the two. But it's the same offense. How in the world is that even possible? So, anyways, I go to trial. This is when I find out what this thing there everybody's calling government is. And wow, in law, there most of all the federal, this thing they call federal government. People, these are humans. We just acting like it federal government. But anyways, uh, Danny Lynch, Melbourne Police Department. Wow. Wait till I get into that. Okay, I got all the paperwork. Keep it all. Uh, Danny Lynch, Daniel Eckhart, prosecuting attorney in that case. Get into all that and all the crimes that they commit right out in the open that y'all commit right out in the open that y'all ignore like y'all self. And I've been seeing all that. I've been seeing all that. I know you do it. And it's easy to find. I don't know why you now, after knowing where I've been at, they still don't think I'm gonna find any mistake that you make. That's all you do is you're just one big walking mistake. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Currently. I told you when I was in the back of that damn truck. Come on. Y'all don't read. I mean, you can, yeah, it's just it. You don't learn. Anyways, so Daniel Eckhart, was this what happened? Just break this down. I have a boatload of stories that everybody should love to hear. So, anyways, Daniel Eckhart and Danny Lynch. And when I go to trial, they done lost their video. Well, I have no reason not to. Yeah, I'm gonna make you prove it. I was gonna make you prove it anyways. But they done lost their video or something happened. They don't go, oh yeah, the video camera wasn't working. Oh, you can't identify them. Oh, let's just bring in the hired gun. They bring in Danny Lynch. I don't even know. I'm sitting in the courtroom like this guy walks in. I'm like, who the hell is that? He sits down. He starts talking. He says, yeah, I know Mr. Zone. Uh, from PAL, Melbourne PAL. I didn't even grow up in Melbourne. My mom bought a house out of Palm Bay. And I didn't play no basketball. And I didn't play nothing when I was that young. I played baseball, softball when I was a tiny jit for 1 year. What's he talking about? Oh, he just made that up. It's perjury. And then you go to another case, Smurf case, and do the same thing. And then the jury sits here in my case, Hanlon the third, Robert Hanlon the third from Orlando, another crook, sits right up there. And watch these testimonies conflicting, don't object, don't nothing. After he done stole my money or stole the court's money, and still, it's just a system full of crooks. That's when I learned that. Come to court, lie on your face. Palm Bay police planted dope on me once, right in my face, right in the police station, right on camera. They don't care. Melbourne police, right in my face. Went in the trunk of his car, came back to dope. Wasn't my dope. But I guess everybody tell me I made that up 2 times. I've had the righteous police plant dope on me. Both times, at that time when I was young, just to tell you, I was selling. And I still had mine. And so what he got? Where you got that junk from? I sat there watch them go get in their trunk. They don't care. They go right in their trunk, get in and say, hey, this is yours, and take you to jail for it. And people will say you are. And then you bond out, you go back to your dope, or whatever they want to call it. But yeah, go back to your stuff. When you go to jail off their stuff. They say how bad you are. These same people, these same people here.
You just get
Yeah,
paid to fuck people over.
it's one of them right here. Just to show you. Let me see if I can. That guy. That's
Seems
one
like
of
I
them.
run over a lot of goddamn lives. It's just you didn't
Melbourne
listen,
police.
and now you want to pick one and say I did this and I did that. Now I'm still here, and you're walking all over in your
Those,
car.
I don't know which one. Back when I was younger, I could find out which one had precisely planted the dope on me for Melbourne. It don't matter to me because I wasn't living the best either, so I got to accept responsibility for that. So I'm gonna chase the old ghost. I ain't saying that's him. It's just one of the crooks. So, anyways, back to federal government. Uh, so they commit perjury and all that. That's the only way they got the conviction. This guy, Danny Lynch, comes live, says he knows me because I played basketball in Melbourne, PAL, and everybody believed that. Besides the two federal agents just said there was only two in the car. Then he come along and say he was in the car, mysteriously ID'd me with these two that say they was the only two in the car. This is the head federal agents. The two head agents on the case testified to being in the car alone, except for his testimony. Danny Lynch. All of a sudden, he was in the car with these two guys, and he ID'd me, and that's how I went to federal prison. Lies. That's where I learned that it ain't a it ain't a fair game. It ain't a rights game. It's a game about power. Anyways, that's why I went to federal prison. I didn't go to sleep. I went to buying books and reading and trying to figure out what I was going to do, how I was going to do things. What are my capabilities in the world where ain't no law, it's only power. So, how we got played. So, I already been knowing. I've been knowing that somebody like me is always going to stay twisted up with these people because I try to live my dream. They want me to live their dream, which is me putting money in their pocket. It's okay. Just make sure I got enough. But it's not working out right now because you're taking too much. So now I have to change this stuff up. We all can get paid. Anyway, so I went to federal prison and learned a lot. Bought books, had to work. Everybody who knows me, who's gonna watch this video, who knows Michael Zone, you know where to find him in the federal penitentiary. He's in the law library. He's printing papers out and cut cases and learning, trying to advance my worth of myself, empower myself. That's what I was doing. Why everybody was drinking hooch and whatever. Them, I don't have a problem with it. Kept a lot of them out of my way. Kept the computers open. I didn't have a problem with get the computer when I was in federal prison. That wasn't a problem. Like, the computer room was empty. I ain't had to worry about nobody stabbing me or nothing like that. Nobody's in there. Just me. Especially late. Just me. One or two people, three people at the most. All these resources. Federal. That's how y'all live. Oblivious. But you know everything. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into that right now. Uh, so that's where I was at. Staying out the way, trying to learn what was going on. Testing the origins, history, human nature, learning what I could because I already know what I'm dealing with and what kind of position that I'm in. And everybody's not in this position. But some people just gonna go with it, float with it, and just cry about it. You ain't gonna float with it and think it's sweet. It's not gonna be sweet because you're going along with the program. That don't make it sweet. Actually, it makes it worse. But people say how the way I live and the things that I'm doing make life worse, but not necessarily. I mean, pretty good for me. You know, everybody got stuff to deal with. It's how long do it last and how bad was it, and what's the outcomes? What did you get out of it? So, uh, so they snuck their way through the trial. That's when I learned about who the feds was. Rules? What rules? Oh, ain't no rules. They're using the rule. The rule is theirs. And they're just manipulating stuff, and they all commit crimes. That's the only good thing about it is that it's crimes. That's what makes them weak. That's what make all y'all weak. Because y'all done criminalized it, and you can't hide that. You just hope people don't bring that up. Oh, statute. All y'all codes ain't nothing but weapons. You criminalize everything, and it's all vague. So you can just, if it don't work, just throw it up under that, and it works against you. But I find that out. Anyways, uh, so that's how this all all came about. My man Demetrius McLaughlin is who put me up on this. He was on some UCC stuff at the time, and it was a UCC Uniform Commercial Code book. And I was like, hey man, you should read this. They already know I'm trying to learn something. I'm trying to, you know, advance. I ain't just trying to sit here. Caught wind of that, put me on a UCC book. I'm like, what's this? It's like this a lot. I'm like, what? Oh yeah. He said, yeah, this can help change this, change that. Man, listen, all you got to do is tell me help. I'm looking at it. I mean, I couldn't see what he saw as far as the power in it, but it helped me understand that there really is law. It ain't just these fools running crazy. You fools. Oh, shit. Everybody a law-abiding citizen ain't never read a book. Y'all, it ain't y'all. So anyway, deep. Back to deep. Deep put me on to some stuff, and I started realizing, okay, so now I'm seeing how everything works, and I started learning, buying my own books, laboring. That's a word that a lot of people don't understand. Labor. I work. So when they laugh at me on the side of the road, and I should be offended because it took me 8 years to learn what the phrase due process of law meant, well, not 2 years, about 24 months, and somehow Magna Carta flashed in. This is only using federal cases, so they don't talk about break this stuff down. They just say what they want. So, anyways, finally, in their cases, like I knew where due process of law came from private books. I'm talking about the cases. Finally, I find something in the cases mentioned Magna Carta, so I track it back to that way. Also, and of course, the books already tell you that, but I have to find out how all this really works on my own. I have to make everything fit together. I ain't gonna just take the books. I need to see where it came in for real. And so, yeah, with these founders, the slave driver, Jefferson, y'all found father, slave owner, criminal, that guy. Uh, and that is a crime. Forced servitude has always been a human crime. So I don't know why a slave owner is a criminal. Why would you think that anybody would even try to press that condition upon somebody? I don't know why you need statute to tell you that that person is a criminal. And you just want to ignore it. It's just what most do, ignore law. So they know all the law and won't explain anything. So, anyways, I found Magna Carta and I made everything match up in history and kind of understood a version of history, took it for what it was worth, but really I was concerned about law, what is perceived, should be perceived to be law. So this is that's where the knowledge kind of happened. My character has always been who I am. I'm not the type of person to get robbed and then let you walk around up and down the street like you just took my stuff. Some dudes right here like that. They, oh, such and such robbed you. How you robbed him? You just why you see him walk right down the street? He wasn't even looking over his shoulder. That's not me. So naturally, just I'm not biased. So if you're wearing a uniform and you put your hands on me, and I feel like you're not supposed to have your hands on me, that's probably what's gonna happen. If I feel like I can't deal with you, so I'm not really biased. I just am true. I know that this is a man. I don't care what he's wearing. He got his hands on me for what? And they keep putting their hands on me for nothing. Talking about the law. After what I found in federal prison about my charges. It's a lie. I'm not even gonna tell tell y'all right now, of course, what I found is everybody's got the same problem that's in there. I just put it in my book bag. But anyways, uh, I learned that in prison, got out, still studying. Why? I'm supposed to. It's the law. Everybody claims that they're good people. How? You don't even know your own law. That means that you'll work and do evil, labor for other people. And when they send you out to terrorize other people and give you a little bit more money to terrorize other people, you'll take it because you don't know what you're doing. Because you don't even learn the basics of your own law. You only learn how to look the other way, basically. Even when it comes to itself, that's what you people do. You know it's injustice, and I thought you won't even say nothing. You just sit there, take it. That's it, man. That's not my nature. So once I learn the truth, there ain't no turning back. I'm a bad slave. Not necessary. I'm a businessman too, sir. We all got to work together. I look at it like that. Everybody's a bad slave. I just don't like people taking advantage of me. The world is what it is, you know that. But y'all out of control. Like I said, the main reason if we all was eating, I probably wouldn't have as much of a problem. But at least what y'all doing to yourself, we're just bleeding over and y'all pushing this shit, pushing it on me. Y'all don't like y'all rights, that's cool. But man, don't push that on me. Or at least leave me alone. That's all I have. I think everybody needs to eat. So I'm eating too much, but you can't control that too much. Not by yourself. So, anyways, I'm gonna start with. Let's put this on. This is the stop
Say what?
that started. I was in
For what?
sleep mode. Mind my own business. I mean, y'all don't bother me. I don't bother y'all. But this stop here is what did it. I ain't look. All this for what? Me trying to get from my friend's house 2 miles away
So they were gonna pull you out of the car?
home, or what used to be home. So
I think that one is a basketball coach.
all of this, all this right there, that's all they want, and that's extraction. Nothing else. With a straight face. So on university, this is what they do. They don't go anywhere else. They don't harass any. Wait, they do, but this is their. I don't know. If you live over here, you're a threat. You're at threat for this. You don't have to be. You can be your law-abiding citizen all you want. They just pick the car or pick and get behind them. Old people. I pulled it. They on the side of the road. What they did? Nothing. They fishing, and that's what they was doing. Fishing. These are people, men and women, taking, and this is why we have the problems we have. Stealing labor and doing it violently. Now, what happened?
Do you have your driver's
I
license?
I would presume he was driving. I don't know who was driving. So I'm on the Florida Avenue, Palm Bay, Melbourne line. I don't know what the road is called in the back there, but we meet at the stop sign back there, and they just stop and they don't want to go. I can't see through the tent, but they're just sitting there. So I'm like, I pull off and I look through the tent, they're watching me. As I always wanted. This is way back in Palm Bay. And then I went straight to university, Florida Avenue, or whatever the road is called down on that side, but it's Florida Avenue. And they took a right and went down. Everybody who lives in the area, whatever the road name that goes down the recreation park up to university. So they done went all the way to this road, took another right, and went back to university. All this in the same amount of time I went straight to university. And then when they get there, they take a right, fly by going towards the railroad tracks in front of me. I pull out, go left. They make a U-turn at the railroad tracks. I can already see that they're at me. That's just what they do. So, anyways, this guy, get his name out. I have his name later. But this guy, Melbourne Police Department, I assume he was driving when they left. I don't know who was driving. It's going to be him or the other guy, dirtbag. Scary ass wouldn't even come to court. I like court. Didn't come to court. He was on the screen. He was the only cop that wasn't there. This one, not this guy. This guy. Put him on something while I'm talking about this dude. This is the guy here. This guy. That guy. He didn't come to court. Not him. This guy. Smile. I like court. But he came to court, but he was on the TV screen. See, they can bombard your life, but they don't have to even leave the station. At their leisure, they can just put a camera on, and they get paid to do it, but they ain't gonna do it. You being intruded on, that's what he was at. Oh, I like court. I'm sure you do, but he didn't come to court. He came on a TV screen. He stayed at the police department. Anyways, fake court. That wasn't nothing. It was more of the same of what I expected. It was what their codes said they were going to do. I was testing it out. I got the judgment. No law, just like I knew. So, yeah, only the facts. The facts. That means, did you run over this or did you do that? You can't ask the question of, well, damn, was I wrong for doing that? And why do you have the right to punish me? Where does this right come from? Well, that don't matter. The law don't come into that court. Only extraction. This, what he's doing, extraction, right here. Only extraction. Did you or did you not? And that don't even matter. The only thing that matters is what he says or what they can get away with. See how he's smiling? It's just that that's their life. They don't intrude on your life and laugh and joke and smile. This is what y'all are calling law. It's funny. Y'all great people. He's laughing. Look,
You saying I'm bad?
and don't say he's having a conversation because everything's funny
Big Adam 54092.
except that. This is the whole point. Gotta find somebody to give this to. Right? Yeah. See if everybody can see that. Wow. That's what he's gonna be able to get. So there it is. I know everybody knows what that is. That was the whole point. Don't care if it's right or it's wrong. We just got to get the body, the energy to support this process, this ticket, this extraction of labor right there. That's all he cared about. That's all these people cared about. I don't care nothing about no laws or no constitutions or right or even wrong. Just that. There y'all go. So this is what started. That's $160 ticket right on the spot, right on there. I said, man, what? Y'all just ran me off the road. And this is what they did. They went down to that railroad track to get back to that. They went down to that railroad track and then came flying back. And I was at that light right there. So this light here Guess y'all know where this is at. All right. Yeah, light right there. University. That light. And that's where he flying up on me doing big numbers. Ran me off the road. What do you expect me to do? You know I was gonna do that. I don't live in there. I only got out your way. And then you come behind me right here and told me I ran over some yellow lines after you ran me off the road. He, you people. So he caused it and then he wrote me a ticket for it. I can't make it up. And then they'll tell you, hey, why are you so mad? What? This is what caused it all. Right there in that light, that car, one of these, whatever they were driving, one of these right here, one of them little SUVs, same one I walked up to, I'm flying up behind me. I pull out of his way right here, because that's the only place to go. And then he comes right behind me with the lights on, right on my bumper, and pulls right there, just like all the rest of them came right over them same lines that they tried to get me to pay $160 for. It's just an extraction. It's just lies. And if I ask, hey, why am I paying you 100 for what? Was I wrong? Why did I do that? Oh, it don't matter why. You just want you to pay. We gonna decide whether or not your excuse. No, you're not gonna decide that. What law are you gonna use? Ain't none. You're just gonna decide that based upon your own arbitrary will, whether or not it was okay for me to do it. I said, no, I'm not gonna argue. And that's the traffic court, your hearing officer, the jury that you don't get. We'll get into that. We're gonna get deep into that one. This lady right here, I think this is her. Crime right on TV.
Registration and proof of insurance.
Find her. She is someone.
Y'all made that up. This is the car. See, I made that up. This. No,
Yep.
vehicle is what y'all made up to put in. Yeah, that's
Smile.
I don't.
More criminals. Get a better shot. Even better. Everybody. Yep, there's another one. Smiling and laughing while they steal your money. And you wonder why I'm like this. Because I'm not the type to let a robber keep robbing me and doing this. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Y'all see this? And then laugh and tell me, we'll get to it. Ha ha, you can't get a jury. Ha ha, that's a crime. You laughing and telling me I can't get a jury. You're just going to take the money from me. I said, man, you're not going to keep taking it. All right, so Melbourne Police Department, smile, you're everywhere. Smiling while she commits a crime, telling me I can't get a jury. Oh, wow, we should look at the Constitution of Florida. We will. And we'll go right back to her smile and her comment while she was laughing, saying how we're going to violate your constitutional rights. You can't have a jury. Haha. See, that's the intent right there. Laugh in your face while they commit crimes. Play it.
You don't even know. You know what a bill of attainder
Ha
is?
ha
You
ha.
never even read the
It's
Constitution.
funny is why you got all
You
those
shouldn't be
weapons on
asking me.
because it's
See,
not a
I feel
joke.
justified. But listen, I'm
But to
talking to
them it
y'all as
is.
human
This is
beings. You
why
feel
everything is
justified
horrible.
in saying
The
I've done
people,
this and I've
the
done that.
people
You're
who
so
have
high and
all the
mighty to
weapons, who
have
have
me
all the
locked
power,
up here on the side of the road. Yet
don't get
you
no
don't
smoke.
even. You're asking me
Nobody
what something is in the
to
Constitution.
attribute nothing to them. Look, it's just, but the
You don't
people
even know it. It
who
refers to
have
quartering
nothing,
soldiers. You don't know it.
meaning
I will not
To what?
tolerate this anymore.
Quartering soldier.
me in this car,
Okay, Third
I don't
Amendment
have
to
any
what
weapons.
Constitution? She didn't even tell me what There's amendments in every Constitution. I'm a constitutionalist.
So let me see what my audio like. You probably ain't got nothing. So, anyways, uh, this is what started it all. Just stop here. So from this stop, oh, here's the ending. I might as well. This is my first event. I'm just gonna play it.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Can I speak to you for a minute?
You don't even want to
Can I ask
open
you
the
a question,
window.
please?
We grown men in there with all the weapons.
I just want to ask you a quick question. I'm finna pull off in my car, and I want to know. I'm Michael Zone. Are you gonna mess with me? Are you gonna come behind me and assault me if I don't wear my seatbelt? Because I'm not finna put it on. So whatever you're gonna do, you should just start writing the ticket down. It's just a simple question, yes or no. Or I can get in there and we can start all over. Because I feel like it's my right to do so. It's my seatbelt and I paid for it. But if you, I want to know. You would suggest. Oh, okay, so I'm finna tell you I'm not finna wear it. So we can get ready to do this all over again.
So this is when I just say, okay, since we don't have law, I'm just gonna have to start doing this a different way. It's no more this Mr. Nice Guy. So this is when it started. You're just gonna steal my. Okay, so that's $160 that what we don't have to eat with. You don't think I need my $160? You're gonna laugh my face and take my family's, me and my family, what? For nothing? Because you needed somebody, and I got chose. Yeah. So that woke me up. So y'all know this was the time. This stopped. This is where it all happened. So I said, okay, y'all gonna play. I'm gonna change the way I'm gonna do stuff. I'm gonna do it the way I'm supposed to be doing it. Just wait.
Oh, so now all of a
We're
sudden
gonna
you
live by law.
here.
If you don't know it, that's your problem. It's like you say to me.
Slave. Trying to say I'm a slave, so I guess we'll have to file a lawsuit on that.
And that's
Fair enough to
changed.
me.
Doing things a
Whoever
different way
whoever say
now.
I'm not wearing my seatbelt, I'm sure that
The little traffic stop wasn't big enough for me. I needed
I'm sure
more.
that he's looking at me. Now I'm finna drive over some more of these lines. And I got my phone while I'm driving too. Cell phone
To
and
some
YouTube.
semblance of security.
I guess that's
Can't
what
do
y'all
it.
call it.
They want to extract
I guess they
like this uh, over and over and over, and they don't want to give you a
so they
jury
don't want
until
to
they
mess with me no more. But I'm
until
finna
they
go to the
you're
station
some particular status.
and start filing my lawsuits about my
Your
new
jury
ways
trial is based
because
upon your license
somebody's
status.
trying to
What?
force me
How
into
they
a
do that?
servitude
So if you're suspended and you get
for
a
crossing a made up
criminal
yellow line for crossing. I
something
guess that's what they made
ticket
up. I still
or
don't even know what
go
the
to
hell they talking
jail,
about. I don't understand.
then you might can get some
So I'm still
semblance
not
of a
wearing my
jury. But
seatbelt.
they can take as much
Just
money
filing
as
my
they
lawsuit
can
because
from you. Meanwhile, until
I'm
you
not
can't
paying
pay
nobody
anymore,
for
you
crossing
get
the
suspended
yellow
license,
line.
and they
And I'm
try to
not
give you
accepting
a
no
jury on
fake
what they
jury
want to do. You
fraud
fake jury trial.
for
Anyways,
crossing a made up
amen.
yellow line. So I don't get it.
That's an intro. There's a lot more interesting stuff uh, we got going on. Stay tuned. It's Hollywood, you know, and it ain't these ones. It's across town. So that's who it ended up being. West Melbourne. Hmm. Wasn't Melbourne? Who could have guessed? I'll tune back in, man. Get real interesting. ZE Primetime. Prime time. Gotta have power, man. Y'all ain't got no rights, man. Till you know what power looks like. Talking about y'all got gun rights. Get permits. That's permission. Servitude. I'm out of here.